Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. It's your girl Neek Lynn, and if this is your first time coming to the channel, this is the place where braiders turn to learn braided hairstyles, develop tenacious hustle, and flourish in hope. So today's video is actually just a little bit different because I'm going to take you through an entire day. So instead of just showing you like one style and a full-on tutorial and all of that, I actually wanted to show you a little bit of behind the scenes of what an actual day looks like. So today I had the privilege of having this wonderful mom and her three daughters, and so they are getting ready to go back to school. So I figured this was the perfect time to just show you what it looks like when you have multiple clients throughout the day. So I'm going to go ahead and let you enjoy this first style, and then I'll come back on the second style. So now we're on to the second style. She is the youngest of the three daughters. The first style was the oldest of the three. So what I like to do is, while her hair was somewhat blown out, I still like to make sure that I have that smooth finish from root to tip. So I like to still go through with my blow dryer. You don't have to put it on high heat. Make sure you use heat protectant, of course, just to make sure that you are protecting the hair. And I like to just do a very quick run through just to get that nice base from root to tip. So for her style, guys, I'm actually going to go ahead. I do my two braids the same pretty much every time when it comes to the parting. So I kind of go in front of the client and back of the client, then in front of the client. So parting does take me some time, guys, but I really just like to make sure that it's straight. So I just do the extra. I do the, due diligence of making sure that the part is indeed straight and clean. So for her style, I decided that, you know what, I'm going to go ahead and do hers like stitch on both sides. So what I mean by that is that sometimes when I do stitch braids, I can do the stitch like on the outside perimeter, but then the inside, the hair that's coming from the actual part, sometimes it's thick and it's hard to get those details. So with her hair, it seemed like it was a good candidate to do it, so I went ahead and went for it. So in this style, guys, you will see me do her hair in two stitch feed-in braids. Another thing I wanted to mention is that I am actually going to use um, I'm actually going to use a different length of hair. So I can't remember the brand off the top of my head. But I will go ahead and put a picture to the side so that you guys can see that with her style, I went ahead and used a different length. I used like a kid's length or kid's brand or whatever. Um, so yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and again let you watch this and I'll come back on the third style. Okay, y'all, we are still going. We are on the third style now, and this is the middle daughter. So again, I have to blow out her hair. Now for hers, I really had to do it. Because I just, when I'm doing two braids, again, you just really want it to be smooth as possible. You don't want to do a lot of tugging and pulling, and sometimes when the ends are not all the way blowed out, there could be like snapping and things like that. So of course we want to avoid all of that. And again, I am doing yet another blowout to ensure that we have a smooth base and that I can run my fingers through from root to tip. So let me know, is this something that you guys require when you book your appointments? I require it, but sometimes, my clients still don't come with their hair blown out to, the satisfaction that I would consider a blowout. So sometimes I end up having to do it anyway. So let me know in the comments. Do you guys require for their hair to be blown out before they get to you, or do you offer it as a service? So again, guys, I am just doing the same thing. The only difference I'm doing with her hair is because it is a little bit thicker. I am making sure that I am getting in between the hair when I gel. So again, guys, she's actually getting two braids as well. So I am going to go ahead, do her two braids, and I'm going to let you watch it. And then I'll come back again once we get to the last style.
I can see you looking at me. Yeah, my eyes are open wide. So you want me to set you free? Take a walk with me outside. Tell me everything about you. Yeah. 'Cause I really wanna know. You can ride with me forever. Yeah, anywhere you wanna go. Night is over the park and a few brave stars. I give you the moon and my all is yours. Don't hesitate, just give me your all. Just give me your all. So let's fly into a dream I won't deny. I'll show it love, let's go for gold. Let's go for gold. If we ever was lost before, now we finally found our way. And love is stronger than anything. We will make our own way. Night is over the park and a few brave stars. I give you the moon and my all is yours. Don't hesitate, just give me your all. Just give me your all. So let's fly into a dream I won't deny. I'll show it love, let's go for gold. Yeah, let's go for gold. So let's fly into a dream I won't deny. I'll show it love, let's go for gold. Yeah, let's go for gold. Yeah.
Okay, so last but not least, we have mom in the chair now. And this style is actually going to be 5 braids. So it was nice to kind of take that break from the 2 braids and do something different. I went ahead and did that first braid already. Now, guys, for this style, I am not doing stitch braids. So it's a little hard now because I'm so used to stitch braiding now that when I don't have to do the stitches, I find it a little bit more difficult because like now I'm trying to figure out how to get it all to lay, really, really flat. And so the thing that I noticed that worked for me is that if you are at all familiar with the 5 braids, 5 ways method, I call this knuckles down. I know that there's another name for it, and I think it's called overhanded. I always get the whole overhanded, underhanded thing confused. So I just call this knuckles down. And I can put a link to the video if you would like to check that video out, because I give a very full detailed tutorial on how to do feed in braids 5 different ways. So again, I can link that up at the top here, and you guys can check that out if you want to see a full detailed tutorial. So for hers, I am just going over my parts. I had to kind of do it a couple times yet again, because again, I want to make sure that the parts are straight. I want to make sure that they're curving where they're supposed to be curving. I want to make sure that they are very similar in size. So like when you're doing these styles, you know, you don't want one really like small braid and then the other braids are rather large and things like that. And so this is where pre-parting really comes in handy, because it really does help you get your proportions correct. So again, guys, this is the last style, and you know, it was a wonderful day. It really was a wonderful day. I mean, definitely, you know, having 3 kids in one day back to back, even though it was only 2 braids, I mean, it's still work, guys. You know what I mean? Because you had to do the blowouts, you had to, you know, make sure that everything is straight, and doing the one that stitch braids and everything like that. But it really was a good day, and I'm just really glad that I was able to, you know, record everything and really let you see like what a day looks like for me. And to be honest, everyone's day can look different. You know, some people may fit in 8 clients in a day. Some people may fit in just 1 client in a day. But that's the beauty of being a braider, is that you really can determine what hours work best for you. I'm the type of braider that, you know, I have a family at home. I, you know, try to keep as much balance to my life as possible. So with that being said, I still kind of stick to a whole like 9 to 5, somewhat of a 9 to 5, or even like a 9 to 3 type of regimen, because I still have a life. I still have other things that need to be done. So I try to make the most of the time that I have available, and to get those in that I can within that time frame. So guys, I'm just going to go ahead and do the finishing touches here. I'm just using my Shine and Jam mousse. It's the Stasha Harris edition. I absolutely love this mousse. Okay, and this is not sponsored by any means, but I really am serious, guys. I love that mousse. It is my favorite mousse of all time. So that's the one I use. So here is the last bit of her style. And guys, thank you so much for watching. Okay, guys, so that was the end of the day. You saw that I went through those 4 styles. It was supposed to be 3, but we put another one on for the day, just so that she didn't have to come back the next day and just bring one of her daughters. We were able to get everybody on one day. So it worked out rather well. It was a busy day for me today, guys, but you know what? It's like a little after, it's almost 4 o'clock, and now I'm actually done for the day. So I am grateful that I was able to just get through the styles. I was able to record all the styles, which I never get to do. So guys, you are just really just seeing it just raw. Every day of braiding is not glamorous. It's not always made up. You could see, I mean, I'm just, you know, here just like undone, because this is the real side of braiding all day and being in the shop, and especially if you're by yourself. So I just encourage everybody to just keep on pushing. As always, I really hope that you enjoyed this video. I hope that you've learned something that, you know, we've went over, and just to be able to even just see the flow of a day and what it can look like and what you can actually accomplish within your day, and still have the rest of the day to yourself. So guys, as always, God bless, and thank you so much for watching and interacting with my content. And if you will, don't forget, please subscribe to the channel. We recently just hit 50K, guys, and I'm really trying to put out some different types of content that is all just enveloped in hair hustle hope. So again, guys, God bless. Thank you so much, and have a beautiful and blessed day. Take care.